Hey, what's going on, guys? We have this question right here. It's asking if possible solve the following linear systems by Cramer's rule. And we have this equation here. I will show you how to solve this by Cramer's rule. First of all, what we have to do is we have to write this one in matrix form. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, and this is going to be 1, 0 because there's no x2, and 2, and this one is going to be 2, 3, minus 1, and finally we have 2, 0, minus 5 here. So in order to do the Cramer's rule, what we have to do is we have to find x, y, z separately. In this case we have to find x1, x2, x3 separately. So first of all, if I want to find x1, what do I have to do is I have to find determinant of, and what I have to do is I have to switch this one instead of x1. This is x1, x2, x3, x3, and these are the what is the row, and these are the columns for x1. This is x1 column, x2 column, x3 column. And what I have to do is I have to, if I want to find x1, I have to swap this column with x1. So it's going to be determinant of 2, 0, minus 5, and 4, 0, 3, and 6, 2, minus 1. And in the bottom the determinant is going to be the original form as it is. So it's going to be determinant of 2 and 2, 2, 1, 2, 4, 0, 3, 6, 2, minus 1. It's exactly same thing as this, and for the top we will swap this one instead of x1. Now if I solve for this one, it's gonna be for example determinant. I hope you know determinant. I show you how to do it. Plus minus plus, so we have to put the same thing, plus minus plus. So if I take 2, whatever the components, vertical and horizontal component cancels. For example, for this one, 2, 0, minus 5 doesn't come, 4, 6 doesn't come, right? Because this is horizontal, this is vertical to the whatever the number we are taking. So if I start, the left thing is 0, 2, 3, minus 1. From this one I had to do AD minus BC. If you wonder what is AD minus BC is, this is AD minus BC, like this is ABCD, right? So in this case, this AD minus BC. So this is going to be 0 times minus 1 is going to be 0, and minus 3 times 2 is going to be 6. Since we have this one negatives, for example, it will, as the column increases, it will keep going like this, plus minus plus minus plus minus. Like for in this case the second one is minus, therefore I have to put minus sign first, then 4. So if I take 4, whatever the vertical or horizontal component will be eliminated. So the left thing is 0, 2, minus 5, minus 1. Now I have to find the AD minus BC. So 0 times negative 1 is going to be 0, and minus 5 times 2 is going to be minus 10. So 0 minus minus 10, minus minus become plus, right? Plus 10. And then we had to do the last one. It's going to be 6, and if you multiply, if I take 6, vertical horizontal cancel, so left is 0, 0, minus 5, 3. If you multiply AD, it's 0, 0 times 3, 0, minus 5 times 0, 0. Therefore this is whole thing is 0. We don't even have to write this. I write this anyway. And bottom you have to do the same thing. If you take 2, vertical horizontal cancel, so it's going to be 0, minus 6, and minus 4, minus 1, minus 4, minus 1, minus 4, right? And plus 6, and this one is going to be 1 times 3 is going to be 3, and 2 times 0 is going to be 0. Therefore 3 minus 0. That's how we do this one. And finally you will get this one equal to 12, minus 12. 2 times negative 6 is minus 12, and this is going to be negative 40 over, this is going to be negative 12, and this is going to be negative 20, negative 5 times negative 4 is going to be positive 20, and this one is going to be plus 18, right? So finally you will end up with this number minus 42 over 26. So the final answer is going to be minus 2. So you have to do the same thing for the x2 and x3. So in order to find the x2, you had to do you had to do you have to swap this one with x2, and this will remain the same. You don't have to do anything with this. So for the x2, this like the middle part will change. For the x3, the last part will change, and others will remain same. That's how we do the Cramer's rule. I hope you, and if you want the final answer, this is going to be the final answer. It's going to be negative 2, 0, and 1. But since this is not xyz, we better write it like x1 is equal to negative 2, x2 is equal to 0, and x3 is equal to 1. So this is my final answer. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.